I'm going to show you the 3 ways to actually build beautiful websites with Cursor AI. And it's not going to be these generic, just make me pretty prompts everyone else uses. I'm going to show you the real methods that actually work. I'm Chris, a principal software engineer, and for months my AI apps have looked terrible until I figured out the system. Just go ahead and check out these beautiful apps I built over the past few weeks. I built painpoint.space. This finds real pain points by analyzing thousands of Reddit comments and posts from any subreddit. And finally, this is Precursor, which I'm going to tell you a little bit more about later. All of this built using the same 3 methods I'm about to walk you through today. And trust me, the 3rd method is what most people never think to do, and it's a real game changer. But before I show you that, we need to start with method 1, because you can't skip any of these steps if you actually want this to work. So method 1 is proper ideation. Most people are going to jump right into Cursor and just start prompting these random features. And I'll tell you right now, that is completely backward. I take more of an engineering approach, and I start by actually workshopping with Claude or whatever AI chat that you have. And I create a solid PRD or product requirements document. And this isn't just a feature list. It is an exact blueprint that is going to prevent you from building in circles. But here's what I'm really doing in this 15 to 20 minute session. I'm workshopping everything. What are the core features? What's the tech stack? Who's the target user? What problem are we actually solving? This is where I spend time going back and forth with AI, and I'm going to refine the idea and challenge these assumptions. And by the end, I have a complete blueprint of exactly what I'm building and why. There's no more building random features and just hoping that they're going to work together. So with that, let's get into method 2. This is where most people are going to mess up the visual side. They're either going to copy someone else's design completely, or they're going to tell AI, make this look good, and get generic garbage. Instead, I'm going to go to Behance or even Dribble, but not just to copy the designs. I'm hunting for color schemes, typography, and even layouts that are actually going to work for my target user. I'll take screenshots of elements I like, but here's the key. I'm matching the theme to the type of app that I'm building. So for example, if I'm building a legal website, I'm not going to use these vibrant and rowdy colors. I'm going to look for professional, trustworthy, and design elements that make sense for the industry. Then I'm going to workshop these with another chat and take my time here. I'm going to gather enough ideas and point out to the agent explicitly what I like and what I don't like and why. And the crucial part is going to have AI go ahead and organize everything into a nice JSON format. And this structure is going to make it perfectly ready for Cursor to actually use. And the result? A custom design system that is going to feel intentional and professional, and not like some other cookie cutter AI website. Now, before I show you method 3, I need to tell you about something. I'm building something called Precursor. Look, this whole process I just walked through, it works, but it's still very manual, and I'm spending about 15 to 20 minutes just on the PRD. Then more time workshopping designs, organizing everything into JSON, and I realized I'm not the only one dealing with this. I've watched a ton of developers just jump straight into Cursor and other AI tools without any planning. The result? Garbage code, ugly designs, and apps that barely function. There's a missing layer between having an idea and actually coding it. And that's exactly why I'm building Precursor. Think of it like a planning IDE that is going to sit upstream from tools like Cursor or even Claude Code, automating this entire workflow I just showed you. Imagine getting from idea to structured PRD to a design system and a set of Cursor rules completely customized for your app, and then pulling all of that into Cursor just using an MCP. If you're serious about building production quality apps with AI, you need to be on this waitlist. The link is down in the description. Now let me show you method 3 and you'll see exactly why automation is so crucial. All right, method 3, this is where everything is gonna come together, and it's actually 2 crucial steps here. First, before I even touch Cursor, I'm gonna create what I call an MVP views list. Using my PRD and my design system document that I referenced earlier, I'm gonna workshop with AI to just whittle down that PRD to what is the most essential first views of this MVP. This is gonna keep that scope nice and tight and give me less context to manage when we're just getting started. And this thing is great. It's going to map out the exact views that we're gonna need with the interactions and the actual user flow for this first version. And I'm not gonna just jump straight into the code because I'm planning exactly what needs to be built first and how this is all going to connect together. And this prevents this endless back and forth that is gonna kill that momentum instead of building these random features and just hoping that they work together. This way, I know exactly what I'm building for this MVP and why. And now once I have all of that mapped out, I'm gonna go into Cursor. But here's the crucial part that nobody talks about. First thing I do is create those Cursor rules that are going to reference my style guide and my MVP views. This isn't just pasting a generic rule set though. I'm going to tell Cursor exactly how to use my design system, what are my coding standards, and what my app structure should be. And here's the best part, because this is what really separates those amateur apps from like really professional ones. I am going to specifically prompt Cursor to look at ReactBits.com and use Framer Motion packages. And if you don't know about ReactBits, it is this library of super premium React components that look absolutely incredible. So instead of just letting Cursor generate these super basic and boring components, I'm going to tell it to use these professional grade animations and interactions. And trust me, the combination of structuring planning with custom Cursor rules, plus these specific component libraries, it lets me build this fully functioning MVP in less than 90 minutes. So try this system on your next project, and I guarantee you will never go back to just throwing random prompts at Cursor and just hoping for the best. And remember, if you want to automate this entire workflow I just walked you through, go get on that Precursor waitlist. The link is down in the description below. Trust me, once you see what we're building, you are going to understand why proper planning is the future of AI development. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one.